So Nick, we both have been in the corporate game for a while, and we have observed that people that start in the same level does not usually end up in the same level. Meaning that some of them, have advanced way up, like the VPs or the SVPs, versus someone that is just continue to stay at the manager level.
Okay, so let's make an assumption that everybody that we're talking about has relatively the same intelligence, the same background, the same technical competence.
Yes, and let's assume that they essentially acquire similar skills, holding skills constant.
Influence and power in a matrix organization, in a large corporation, only part of it has to do with your own technical competence or the formal authority structure. A large part of it has to do with your ability to network, your interdependencies that you build over time, and how you develop other people's perception of yourself. And we call this cross-functional teamwork, we call it cross-functional influence. But what it comes down to is being able to give information to the correct people, having the correct people trust that you're giving them the correct information, and being able to foster a personality or perception of yourself that you're a person who delivers.
So I think that actually comes a huge shock, especially for people that just started out, because we all like to believe that we have agency in our own career progression. And so long as we continue to accumulate skills, we will, using our own, skills and power to continue to advance. That's actually not true. Not 100% anyway.
Not 50%.
Right. So what would you say to people that has firmly held this belief for, if not all of their career, most of their career?
You are yourself and what you produce and the situation around you. All of these things make up what it is to be you at that moment in time. And you control 2 of those things, not 3. Everybody else gets a vote on the 3rd one. And so the only way that anything that you are and anything that you do matters is your ability to influence and control and change how people value what you are and what you produce. We bring up a lot a guy named Pfeffer who wrote Influencing
Power in Organizations.
Power in Organizations. Sorry, there's a lot of books that say power in them.
Actually, I disagree.
Power in Organizations, Influencing with Power. I'm pretty sure there's probably 30 or 40 books that are just called Power. But I don't care about any of those. Let's just go back to Pfeffer. So Pfeffer calls this political skill, and it's a core competency in terms of pursuing just about any goal in a matrix organization. He separates it into, say, 4 factors. One being political astuteness, interpersonal influence, your networking ability, and your apparent sincerity. Apparent meaning your visible sincerity. Because again, we're talking about other people's perception of you, not what you are or what you do. All of these things are outside of your technical competency or outside of the title of your role. These are things you need to do in addition to your work. So going back to political astuteness, let's just look at this from a very broad perspective and then start narrowing down maybe things that you want to talk about or things we can really break into in detail later. Social astuteness, meaning the ability to read informal power maps. Think of it as any movie with a hidden map where somebody puts lemon juice on a piece of paper and then secret instructions exist. That's every organization. You have people with official titles, those same people who have connections to other people by which they actually get things done.